Hi everyone. Well, we've got the A and B pillars all welded in, ground down, ready for the body shop portion to go. This will be a while yet, but shouldn't be any more welding or grinding in this area. Now up here is the next point of concern. Got a bit of rust here to take care of. I've made the template. Seems to fit about like I need. Keep going on this project, we're going to have to go to the Hobby Lobby and get another piece of poster board. I'm starting to reuse sections of old templates. Drilling a hole on the vertical portion of the drip rail or drip section so I can get the power hand hex all in. Not room to get a grinder in there. This tool does make a horrible noise even at normal speed. Here I've cut out the old piece. Got my template. I want to lay it out on that blue piece of sheet metal. And to save time, I have already folded it. Looks like it's going to work pretty good. I've already welded in the top section. Now doing the plug welds. There's no reason to really show the welding. It's the same as all the rest. Well, that finished up the front section as far as the welding. Now I've moved on to the rear of the I guess would be quarter panel area, since it has fenders in the back. It's the offending piece. And here's the template. Here's a tool that I don't know that I've shown before. It's a little handy sandblaster. It's got the bag on the bottom and the rubber nozzle on the front where you can recover most of the sand that it uses. It's actually supposed to use a mineral garnet. Cuts a little better than sand, but sand's much cheaper. There's metal all prepped up. Got the panel folded. Test fitting it. So far it's all looking well. And I took a break. Went back to grinding the cowl panel. Get that part out of the way. These raggedy old eyes seem to need an awful lot of light. Don't remember needing all that much 25 years ago. Grinding the plug wells off here. A little bit on the folded round part on the end. Clean it up with the small grinder. Here I'm taking some old tin snips and cutting the grinding pad, I don't know, 5 or 6 sides, I guess. Just cut it so that it has pointed edges. These will fold over into the curves, and it leaves a much smoother finish. Got to be careful because those edges will snag into a piece of sheet metal, but it makes the grinding much less aggressive on the edge of the disc. This is a tool that I didn't have when I did work professionally. My stepson gave it to me. It's an old belt sander. I couldn't get any of my other grinding tools down into the weather strip area at the front of the cowl. And that thing fit in there real nice. I'll probably be using it a bit more. First set of grinding belts that I got for it were 36 grit, and they were just too coarse. The rocks just hit and flew off of it. I think I got some 60 grit belts, and those are working real good. Here we are, all ground, smoothed up, ready for a little fill work. Won't take very much. Now back to the rear section. Checking the fit. This one I'm going to take the time and really do a nice close fit with the panel. With it being where it's at on the body lines, it's at the bottom of a compound curve, and if I MIG weld it, it's going to leave a lot of buildup. Plus the MIG weld is very hard. So I'm going to take the time to file it to fit, spend a little extra time on the prep, and my intentions I will gas weld it and should be able to just fuse the two edges together for most of the weld. I'm sure I'll have to add a little rod here and there. Got it fitting up very nice. A little bit of touch up here and there. And we'll be about ready to weld. I also didn't film the welding of this. I only have a cheap little camera and it didn't show. the weld's all that good. But the panel at the end, I got in, it had a little arc in it. So I put it on the shrinker, and a few little touches of the shrinker on the bottom, curved that top panel, made it nice and straight. There we've got it fitting nice. Tiny little gap. And I actually even got it a little closer than that before it's time to weld it. Plus have to drill the plug weld holes. And I've succeeded in welding the gap, of which there was very little. Most of it I was able to fusion together. Didn't have to use any rod. Go back to the MIG, do the plug welds. The supervisor inspected it, said it was good to go. And here it is, what I was going to thought to be all finished up. But if you look close, you can see I missed one of my plug weld holes, so I had to go back and get it. Running it down here, I used a start out disc for most of this across the middle. It just forms that in there nice and curvy. And get a little effect of the finished product. Get it down with a little 80 grit. And there's the finished product. It's not quite 100% metal finished, but it is darn close. I probably could make a few heavy coats of feather fill and take it up. There's the last little piece of rust. Get it all cleaned up, welded in. And I think that this will take care of all of the rust on the passenger side of the vehicle. And that's a good thing. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy them.